It's Turn Up Tuesdays, man. We'll be right back. It's Real Talk with Lee. Let me play one of these songs. I guess this one. Okay, we'll be right back. We're back here on Turn Up Tuesdays. Real Talk with Lee. We have our next guest in the building. We have Sarantos. Did I get that right?
Yes, Lee.
How you doing today, bro?
Great. How you doing?
I'm just hanging in there, just laying back, chilling. Now, for the listeners who may not know who Sarantos is, could you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm a solo music artist who started releasing his first CD this year. And what I'm trying to do is release a new song every month starting January 2nd. The CD is going to have 11 songs on it, and it's going to be out November of this year. And the music is probably a blend of 80s rock combined with today's modern soft rock and pop music.
Oh, wow. Now, I see. Now, how did you get, started in the whole music business and everything? How did you get your start?
I think, initially I started writing songs from 4th grade, so very young. My family was always into music, and I always tried to do anything musical that I could. And just through the years, I've picked things up almost everywhere and just kept evolving my craft and my trade. And basically about a year and a half ago, decided that I've waited long enough, and it's finally time to put together a CD and release it to the public. Every day, every hour, every week, I keep working on it, and I've been pretty happy with how things are coming together, to be honest.
Oh, most definitely. Now, what's your style of music? What would you consider your style of music? Is it rock? Is it contemporary? Is it country? Or what do you consider it?
I think currently, if I had to pick a genre, I would probably pick soft rock or pop music, but I have a wide variety of music. I've a couple months I have a rap song coming out. I've done a country song. The song coming out next Tuesday is a dance song. So I've really tried not to limit myself to one genre, and I've tried to kind of be pretty creative and cross along different boundaries.
Now, man, I see that you gained quite a following. Either out of that you have a heck of a PR team that's because your numbers are up on social media, man. Like, how you getting the word out like that, man? Like, what's the secret? Tell me and the listeners,
I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of hard work, and I don't have any team. It's basically just me. And I started probably pretty active in social media about 6 months before the first song ever came out. I really tried to be different, and, I kind of looked at a lot of the artists out there and people that were making music, and all the artists, I got kind of tired of following them because after a while, all they did was ask nonstop to purchase their music, to purchase their videos, concert tickets, and it got kind of annoying, so I decided I was going to take a different approach. I decided that I was never going to ask any fan to buy anything. And really what I tried to do is just truly give them, since it's me making every post, I've just tried to be honest with people and show them my playful and sarcastic side. It's not fake, it's just me. There's some pictures on there, there's some videos, and I try to post at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. That's what I'm doing. I think it's working. I think the word is kind of spreading.
It's definitely working, my man. I was looking at your Twitter and your Facebook. You're over 1 million followers on Twitter. You got over 300K on Facebook. I'm like, I think that might be the approach. That's a great approach. So I'm never going to ask my fans to buy anything. I think it works.
I'm trying. I'll tell you. I think it's working. But the other thing that's a little different. I tried to do something very unique because growing up, and if you look at every artist now, really all they do is they put out a CD every 2 to 3 years, and they'll kind of blast it, and then you don't really hear about them in between. So what I try to do is I try to interact with the fans every week. So every Tuesday I have either a new song coming out, a new video, a funny video. I've really tried to be very interactive with the fans so they don't forget about me. So I definitely think it's working.
Yeah, I think that's probably separated because you're right, man. Because when you follow a lot of those celebrities' pages, right, only time you hear anything from them is when they buy my album, go try my new product. Hey, I got this clothing line coming out. You don't hear just, regular, just regular what they did this week. You know what I mean? With their tours coming through here, you hear them trying to sell you stuff. It's very very impersonal. And
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree completely. And the truth is, it's not even them. It's some PR firm or someone who's responding for them. It's not even the artist. Whereas if you look at my posts on YouTube or anywhere, fans can ask me the motivation behind the song. They can ask me all sorts of different questions, and I answer it myself. I don't have a PR team doing it and faking it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because I was like, I don't even think it's them that actually respond to you. It's somebody else. Now, I was going to say, I see your website. How'd you put that together? You know what I mean? Is that you, or did you have somebody help you out with that? Because, it's a very interesting website. It's different from the websites I normally see.
Yeah, it's not a cookie-cutter website that you can get on Reverb Nation or Facebook. It's a customized template that I came up with, and I did have someone help me out with it. I really wanted to, first off, make it very simple. The whole Apple thing where I don't want to have a million buttons and confuse people. So the first thing I wanted to stand out was the music, where people can easily go listen to it for free, click over to YouTube, Facebook, whatever they want. The second thing is, I wanted to upload some new pictures every month when the new video comes out. Just very straightforward and very different than most of the artists that are out there. Their websites I'm not that impressed with, to be quite honest.
But that's just an honest opinion, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I respect the honesty, that impressed with it. That's just honesty. So yeah, I see you must stay hard at work. Do you put out videos as well, like on YouTube at all, or is that something you're going to get into soon?
Absolutely. If you look on my YouTube channel, there's a bunch of videos. Every second Tuesday of the month, a new music video comes out, and you can see the first 3 are up there that you can watch. And I think the second one, has about 110,000 views already, and the third one, I think, has.
Is that 115,000?
Yeah. So it's out there. And then I've also got some funny videos that I put out, and then a whiteboard video, just a simple video. And I've put a few of the interviews I've had out there too. So just different content. I've had some fans give me some shout-outs. I've put some shout-outs back to them. So anything that just to kind of interact with the crowd.
Yeah, you're a very consistent guy. We also have some of your music. So I played a song earlier, but I want to play some more because, I want to let the fans hear because, something's driving these people. And I like to think, like you said, it has to be the music first. It's probably the music first, or they hear about you through another way, and then they come in to know your music. So
sure.
I got a few of your songs. Hold on, let me see which ones. I have 3 of them. The ones you sent me. I have the Back and Forth, and I have 2 other songs. I'm trying to find the names of them right now. I also have Nothing to Hide and Not Where I Want to Be. Which one would you like for us to play first?
Whichever one you'd like. Back and Forth was the one that just came out a couple weeks ago, so that'd be fine if you want to play that one first, then we could talk about it afterwards.
Okay, well, here it is. Introduce it for the people, Sarantos.
Sure. This is Back and Forth. It's a mellow pop song about someone who's ultimately indecisive about, like all humans are, whether we're trying to decide what to eat, something about our relationship. Humans are ultimately indecisive, so he kind of goes back and forth and his mood swings carelessly. So I hope you enjoy it.
Well, all right, yeah, we're back. That definitely sounds like it's a soft rock, man, a soft pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the intention, Lee.
I think you nailed that on the nose right there, man. You know what I mean? That sounds like one of those soft pop stations I listen to. You're in the car, you're cruising stations, and you hear that or alternative rock. That's what it sounds like, one of those two, which sounds like a good space to be in.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Now, what do you like? Like I said, do you are you out performing? What do you normally like do your shows? Or where you? First of all, where are you at? Like, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in the Chicago area. And to answer your first question, my first show is going to be in May at the Toronto Music Festival, where I was invited to attend. And I've been putting a band together for the last couple months, and we're gonna probably officially launch in May at the Toronto Music Festival. Will be our first performance together, and then after that, we'll be available to do gigs pretty much anywhere.
You said Toronto Film Festival. You said?
No, the Toronto Music Festival in Canada.
Oh, Toronto Music Festival, man. That's definitely a milestone right there, bro. That's most people can't say that their first performance was at the Toronto Music Festival. Sorry, keep messing that up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a great show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, you said you've been putting a band together. Now, how's that been working out for you? How's that process going? The whole putting gelling the band together and everything.
Yeah, the process is almost complete, and it's been quite a challenge because of my perfectionist nature. So I'm pretty happy with how everything's coming together, and we should start rehearsing in about 2 weeks.
I also see that you donated a third of all your proceeds to charity.
Correct. Yeah, what I decided to do is I've picked a different charity for each song, and I'm going to donate a third of profits for each song to that charity. So anything in relation to that song, whether it's iTunes sales, whether it's YouTube money from the views, whether it's concert proceeds, anything. And the first song is called Not Where I Want to Be. So that song you haven't played yet, but that charity is the American Cancer Society because basically my father died about 3 years ago from lung cancer. So that was the inspiration and dedication for that song. The second song, Nothing to Hide, the charity for that one is the American Lung Association. And the third one, Back and Forth, is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So there's a double meaning to each song and why I chose the charity that I did, but that's my intention.
Oh man, I think that's wonderful, man. Like to give back like that. A lot of people, don't do that. You know what I mean? Or they have ulterior. And so you made the song for a cause, and then on top of that, you wanted to also give 33. That's a huge percentage. So I've heard of people donate, but usually it's like 5%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's not a big portion.
Correct. Well, I'm not currently with a label, so I don't have to worry about them taking a big chunk.
Wait a minute, Sarantos, you're doing all this independently?
Absolutely. Yep, I'm independent.
What do you mean you're not with a label? Okay, so how come you haven't started your own? That's the first question I'm asking. How come you started your own, and you might want to get a family member, a brother, cousin to be like the vice president and run your own label thing?
You know what? That's a lot of hassle. I can't even imagine doing that. But maybe one day I would join a label, but doing my own label, that would be so much more than I can probably handle at this point or at any point, to be honest.
Okay, well, do you have anybody that you would entrust to maybe have them do the label thing, or maybe you'd be like part owner, they just run that side? Because maybe like what Jay-Z did with like Dame Dash and the other guy. Remember they started a label and Jay-Z was like the artist and his two friends were like running the day-to-day operations.
The only way I can envision that is if some big label was involved in some capacity. So I know like a lot of people make labels where Sony or Universal or someone owns like a percentage of it and they kind of take the artist to a certain level and then they take it after that. But honestly, I don't have any experience in doing anything like that. So if Jay-Z wants to give me a call, I'd be happy to talk to him about that.
Oh, yeah, that's so different, right?
Otherwise, there's no way I could do that on my own.
Oh, yeah, I completely understand. Nothing wrong with that. Now, what's next for you? What's next for you, Sarantos? What do we have to look forward from you in the future? You got any any albums that you're working on currently coming out? Anything like that you want to share with the listeners?
Yeah, the next Tuesday, the 4th new song comes out. It's called I Love to Love You Too, and it's a dance track, and the video comes out a week after that, and it's gotten some pretty good response. I think your fans are going to like it.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. Okay, now, here's the thing. Well, tell the listeners how they can connect with you. Tell them about your website, where they go for your website, your social media sites, and everything, and how they can find, more about Sarantos.
Sure. The website is www.melogia.com, and the name is Sarantos, Sarantos, and if they just search on Facebook or Twitter for Sarantos Music, it'll pop up number one. If they do a Google search, Yahoo, Bing, it'll pop up number one. So I appreciate any interaction, and anything they want, they can feel free to reach out direct and ask me any questions they'd like.
Most definitely, man. Well, you guys heard it here first, man. We don't get out the building, 'cause it's about that time. But you'll definitely hear more Sarantos on the show. So I'm going to go back and correct that. So I apologize for that, tiny mistake. But hey, we're going to get it all worked out. So you guys come back tomorrow. It's going to be Wild Out Wednesdays. Y'all know how we do. And as usual, we'll leave you with some words of encouragement. The family that plays together stays together. And remember, don't smoke it all in one place. We got to get out the building, pay some bills, I holler back.